If there's one thing that you need to know is that you need to practice to get good at coding. You need to build projects. That's where most of your learning will be, because you're actually applying it and typing it out instead of watching other people apply it and thinking that you know everything about coding. But some of the projects that you might end up doing are very boring for some of you, like to-do list, calculator, fitness tracker. But there's one website that allows you to learn the basics without making the process of learning boring, and that's what I'm going to talk about today, so let's go. The website is called Scrimba. Just to tell you, I'm not sponsored by them. I found this website from a YouTuber called Jack Sucks at Coding. This is how he learned programming and became a startup founder himself. The website consists of many in-depth courses that you can use to learn. The courses in there includes all levels of difficulties of learning HTML, CSS and JavaScript and React. But sadly, there are no advanced version because it is inside the paid version. Each of these courses are super in-depth, as there are many modules about different components of the language that you are learning. For example, the basics JavaScript course has close to 10 hours of modules. Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. It teaches the basics through applying it into real projects instead of going in depth into theory. Plus, the modules are very interactive. The modules allows you to type inside the screen thingy itself. It's like super cool and fun if you're a person who enjoys touching things. Each modules also have exercises that you can use to test yourself what you just learned. An important aspect when you are learning, which I have talked about here. Obviously, if you don't have basic understanding of React JavaScript, then don't learn intermediate level of JavaScript and React. But if you learn the basics before, maybe from bro code, then you can go straight to the intermediate level when you can learn the more advanced stuff, like maybe hoisting or scope or global scope or whatever. I actually did not know that there's such thing as hoisting or global scope or local scope. I never heard it before. But in terms of actually learning, same with any other courses, I recommend watching the theory part in faster speed, because the faster that you can get to the testing or typing it out, the faster you will learn. That doesn't mean skip the theory, I know what you're thinking. But understand the basics of how the codes work, then slow down wherever you need to gain a deeper understanding of how they actually work. After that, test yourself with the built-in activity or exercises in there. Right now, the website has a special event called the Javascriptmas, which you can learn the basics of JavaScript in a funner way. It gives a problem every day for you to practice, but it will end before Christmas. But sadly, because I only found out about this recently, technically you have only half the amount of time that you need to practice the code inside there. So oops. For each problem, it will give you a scenario relating to Christmas. For example, something along the lines of Santa want to create a shopping list, but inside there he don't want a duplicate inside the list so that he doesn't buy multiple one. So it will task you on how to do the task that it just gave you, and you just need to code it up and just submit it. Then for each scenario, there's an extra challenge for you to challenge yourself, but it's actually not necessary in the actual challenge to submit it. So this event is a mix of fiction and real world applications, which I find fascinating, and I hope you will too. That's why I'm sharing this. So yeah, this is the learning resource that I just discovered recently. Anyways, that's my opinion.